Larry Bird's 63rd birthday.
Oh, proud of him.
Did he always look 45, or was that just like a later career thing? Because my dude looks old here.
He's like, I think he was born like 45, like looking like he's 45.
Fucking briefcase in hand, man.
Top,
Taking his paperwork straight to the rim.
Oh shit! What a good start. Yeah, so I would say right now, I just started recording. Hello everyone, listeners at home. This is JoyCast because it's not that JoyQuest was canceled. We're recording on a Saturday. It's not that JoyQuest was canceled today. It's just that Freddie had to get coffee, so he's gonna be about a week late. So we'll do JoyQuest next week. But
there's no coffee anywhere in Seattle.
Yeah. So right now it's me, Ivan Leroy. I'm joined by Stina, aka MewVenus. I'm joined by the Bell Warrior Prescott and Cody Rock. And we're all just a bunch of tired boys. We all had a big previous week, and we're just chilling because man, we work too much. We never just sit down and talk. That's Stina's fault. She's a slave driver. She's cracking the whip.
Oh yeah, I am obviously the hardest working person here.
So we just want to sit down and just fucking talk and shoot the shit. We never get to do that.
It's true. It's been way too long. It's almost as if someone here's a workaholic, as Ivan said.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was about to say that too.
I everyone here's about to apologize. Why do you think we are? I don't think
nah,
we
fuck
all
that.
I
haven't had a job in 8 months. Nah, fuck that.
Oh yeah, so Prescott with his little freaking. So you are hearing us on audio, but we have a visual to each other. And Prescott said this with a freaking like mimosa fucking smoothie.
It's a
like,
smoothie.
This
It's a homemade
motherfucker
smoothie.
is living style in Canada right now.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
But yeah, so speaking of thick things, Prescott, before I start recording, you mentioned the fucking the jack-off egg. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
So at Anime Dallas, the con that never stops.
It's true, yeah.
The Morning Ramen Boys, I think only them, went to the Hentai Olympics panel, which was 18 plus.
Please explain.
I'm gonna try, because I didn't go. For obvious reasons.
I know, we missed it. I thought Freddie and I were doing work there, because we were like, because he mentioned this, I'm like, what are you talking about, Hentai Olympics?
This was like 9 or 10 on Saturday night?
It was Saturday night.
Okay, so I think me and Freddie went out to dinner with some people. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll pull up the actual description while Prescott's talking.
Yeah. So I know they went, and then they come back an hour later with like screenshots of, I think it was Ivan Man and Schuler like imitating a fucking hentai screenshot or something.
Cute.
I don't know. Like I guess it was whoever could do the best impersonation of it, and as a result, I guess Schuler won and like got one of those masturbation eggs as a prize. I don't think that was up to him.
No, it's Schuler. He wanted it.
I mean, maybe
he immediately walked to that panel room and saw it and was just determined to get it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and they were like very excited when they got back to the room.
To the audience, uninitiated, Schuler is the voice of Zapper in My Hero Bridge, so that should probably explain everything now.
To my knowledge, what you do is like the egg is like it's like half an egg, and you just stick your dick in the gooey innards of the egg.
Oh, don't say gooey innards, please. When you're referring to something you put your dick in.
I think that's what you do. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Shit.
It's not like a very big egg either. Like it's
so this is an egg that you just masturbate into. So it's a fleshlight, but it's an egg.
Basically, yeah.
That makes it worse, I feel like. Like that just
it was never going to be good.
Well, the fact that you said that the innards were gooey, like
at no point in this was like, yeah, this is a thing. This is good. This is not.
I know you were excited to talk about it.
It's funny. Yeah. I don't know.
You brought no one told you to bring this up, so clearly it made an impression.
That's the con in essence.
That's the con in essence. But yeah, so to those don't Everyone except for Stina, unfortunately, because she was job training like 3 to 5 hours away in the same fucking state. We all went to Anime
Coward.
Dallas, which is like our home convention that happens around Thanksgiving weekend. And it
Our
was
home convention that no one lives near.
Was that no one lives near?
Not in JoyQuest, anyways. No.
I mean, yeah, that we don't live near, but
And none of us do.
That's just a convention with people who have just embraced us. It's just where we like to be.
True.
It's our mutual meeting point, is what it really is.
Yeah.
It's the one place where people go, oh great, it's not Seattle. Let's definitely go here.
I mean, granted, we knew a lot of people that were like from around there, though. We met a lot of people.
There's lots of people we know who live in that area. But as far as Joy Boys go, only Freddie in the coming months will be actually down there, and Kim Kanono.
That's true.
So now we know we got people down there, and we hope to have more down in the future. We really like it down in that area.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good actually. Like the cosplay was like ridiculous. It was so good.
It was a huge step up from last year because people were asking me, hey Ivan, should I bring cosplay to this convention? I'm like, last year it was just the kids that cosplay.
Yeah.
There wasn't much of a cosplay showing. This year they had a full on contest.
It was the majority of people.
Yes, I'd say this year is overnight it just became a huge cosplay convention, and I'm all for it. It really gives it character because otherwise it was just a bunch of freaking suits in business last year, and that's a lot what me and Freddie did this year as well.
Yeah, I mean there was like some suits in business, but they weren't there for the con. I know. At one point there was like I think we were waiting for an Uber, and an old lady was talking to Naomi Charleston and I about what's going on and why is it happening.
Well, just life in general or the convention?
Yeah, well, no, the cosplay. Like if we can make it stop. He was like very.
If we can make it
very
stop.
Like, nice about it. It's like, what's going on? What's all the people in costume and like Japanese animation? I want to die. Like it was.
She's from the World War II area. We lost Pearl Harbor. We lost.
She was an old lady. Like maybe.
Nah, I think that's
very
too old
sweet.
at this point. I think they're all dead at this point.
I mean World War I, yeah. World War II, no, yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
okay.
there's a couple left.
I'll
still
take your
kicking.
word for it.
I met one of them. It was awesome.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who was all at this convention? It was me, Freddie, Charlie, Naomi, Prescott, Cody, Yusef, aka the Death Tales. I think that was the core group this year. And then Kim and his girlfriend Matt often hung out with us.
And then the Morning Ramen lads.
And the Morning Ramen lads, spearheaded by Ivan Man 64, who his girlfriend and him treated us to a nice Thanksgiving dinner the night before the convention. Was really sweet of them. It was a lot of fun. We just freaking sat down, ate some freaking turkey, and watched Superhuman videos. Which completely consumed the jokes of the entire weekend. Nothing but superhuman references.
Yeah, that was.
Thanks, Ivan Man.
For those of you who don't know, Superhuman is a juggalo. Gigolo?
He's not a juggalo, but he is a champion of the juggalos.
That's true.
Thanks, I hate it.
He doesn't participate in the culture, but he acknowledges them frequently.
Yeah, he respects them, and he jumps on things.
Well, he does wrestling
moves. That's it.
He drops onto appliances and glass and barbed wire
a lot.
And his dad films him doing it, and it's very funny.
Forget about that. And
it's like what's so I wish Ivan Man was here to explain it, because we brought it down to that Superhuman videos are an art form. They are an echo of a forgotten time on YouTube. A simpler time.
They have a very old YouTube feel to them. Yeah.
Yes, they're very short. I don't think a single video is longer than 30 seconds. It's very short, sweet entertainment. Superhuman is a character. You don't see guys as characters anymore.
Not to that degree, no.
On YouTube, and they stick behind that.
And also, I think we were talking about this too while we were watching him. I think this man can't die.
Oh yeah, he's invincible.
Like, I think he's trying really hard, but he can't.
He's like, this guy jumped.
It's a cry for
help.
He
literally fucking snapped his neck on a fucking microwave and got up and walked. And 2 seconds later, okay, he's invincible.
He jumps into barbed wire often. like often.
And if we've all of us
This
in the
is a
JoyRide movie
YouTube
nights.
channel?
Yeah, this is a YouTube
Yes.
channel.
Superhuman with 2 M's.
And it's amazing.
It's great. It's
Oh.
great. And
It
Ivan
really
Man
is genuinely entertaining.
Yeah, at one point we ended up at Starman Studios to do some recording for My Hero Alternative, and Ivan Man just walked in the booth and did the greatest Superhuman impression. I thought Superhuman was in the room with us that evening.
It was great.
It was
It
great.
was awesome.
That
Oh
man's
my-
voice fucking rules. I don't think I've heard too much of Ivan Man before. He can do spot on impersonations of anything.
Yeah, like this weekend we learned
Yeah, he's
like
awesome.
Ivan Man, like even he surprised himself at how much he flexed his voice that weekend between meeting all the voice acting people that we played a voice actor's version of Cards Against Humanity. That was fun for like 10 minutes.
And we played it for 30.
Yeah. I quit after 15.
You did.
But Ivan Man was killing it. He was killing that game.
For sure.
Oh man. So we're rolling down. Stina, what the hell was going on in Austin? That weird place 5 hours away.
Yeah, I was training for my new job. I'm going to be customer service for health insurance, but it's actually kind of nice. It's very pleasant. It's very concise. Like, there's a lot of systems, but it just feels like solving a puzzle. Yeah.
So she's
And that's pretty
secretly a hitman now, is what she's saying.
Exactly.
So you get to look.
And I made a
in
new
the face.
friend. He's my coworker. His name's Timmy.
Timmy
Huh?
Turner?
I missed it.
Oh, Mr.
Oh
Tyson?
yeah, his name is Timmy.
Grown
He
ass
has
man
a
going by Timmy.
glorious grown-ass man going by Timmy. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No
We
judgment, but a lot of
stand
judgment.
Timmy here. Careful.
Okay, we
He's
stand
got
Timmy.
this crazy mountain man beard. It goes down to
Okay,
his
that is a.
collarbone.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that-
what I was picturing. A grown adult who calls himself Timmy, I imagine, is a huge fucking guy.
Oh yeah, he's like 6 foot.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
okay,
I
that's
stand.
checks out.
I
guy.
legitimately stand Timmy now because
Yeah.
that is what you call a giant mountain man. Is Timmy.
Timmy is awesome.
That's
Love
good.
the shit out of Timmy. We were giving our boss shit all weekend. We were making terrible puns that he hated. My new boss, does not fucking kiss his wife.
What?
And it was like, I know. I was shook. He's like, we've never kissed. I'm like, not even at your wedding? He's like, no.
No post-marital
wait,
kissing.
Wait.
This guy takes the premarital shit to the next level.
Holy
And the
Post-marital
post-marital shit. Like,
Do they
he's
kiss in the
never
funeral?
That is a
What
boss.
happens?
That is a boss I can respect. That man is disciplined.
That man will never
Crazy
get
shit.
sick.
Exactly. He was like, oh, there's
I don't know
germs.
because when you're kissing your wife enough, you share biomes.
You
a
sync
bit.
up.
You sync up.
Yeah.
You sync up your biomes, so it's like you have double immune system.
And that's what I told him, but he's like, no, it's gross and unsanitary. And I'm like,
I mean,
I
He's right,
agree.
but
Here's the thing.
also-
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think kissing is fucking disgusting.
I mean, it's weird. I don't
Did
know
he-
who decided, like, let's press our lips against each other, and that's how we'll show affection.
Did he like say why he doesn't?
Well, you just said it's gross. He's
Yeah,
a
I
germaphobe.
I mean,
it's
yeah.
clearly.
Is that it?
He's
there like
Hawaiian. I don't know if it's a cultural thing.
don't think
but
It
so.
could. Now, here's the thing. How Hawaiian is he?
very Hawaiian. Like, he grew up there. His kids are named Hawaiian names, even though he married a white
You know
woman.
what? I don't know jack shit about the Hawaiian culture, but it wouldn't shock me if kissing is a white man's game, and they're just like,
Fair
fuck
enough.
that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
Pretty
white
white.
people
But they
invented
also-
kissing.
I think.
they
I think
also
you-
eat
I think-
spam, though. So I don't know if I would.
Well,
put all my chips
nobody's
in that.
perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Spam's super convenient.
No, like legit Hawaiians love spam for some reason. I
No,
don't
they
know
love
what
the
that's about.
Shit out of spam. It's so weird.
I'm pretty sure the ancient Hawaiians sold those islands for a fucking can of spam. I think that's what happened.
think you may have blown this
Ancient
case
Hawaiians
wide
back
open
in
here, Ivan.
1940.
They don't kiss because of
Remember that scene in Moana when the Rock downed a fucking can of spam? I didn't understand at the time, but now I do. That was a very brave decision on Disney's point to be very authentic to the Polynesian culture.
Oh my god.
Sweet Jeebus.
Sweet Jeebus. So what else has everyone else been up to? Like, what's going on besides conventions and travel? We're at the end of the year. We survived another year, you guys.
Maybe.
Another year of joint
Yeah,
class.
we're here.
Not JoyQuest, fucking JoyRide.
JoyRide.
I don't know, man. I got home. I was feeling like kind of sad. I got like those post-con blues kind of thing. I was like, oh.
Okay, so post-con blues, last year we joked about this on a podcast where we were singing a Whataburger literally like 20 minutes after the convention, and we felt the blues immediately. This time for me, it was when I walked into my house that evening.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very quiet house, and I walked in, and it was like, the silence was like the silence had a sound. I was like, oh my god, this is what quiet is? I was like, oh my fucking god, that's what I got the fucking down.
Yeah, I think I saw your tweet about that. The silence in my house is deafening.
It is. I was like whoa,
yeah.
Shit.
It wasn't even like the con. I had the same sort of feeling, even though my house isn't as quiet, but like I was so concerned with like figuring out my flight shit, especially with the delays getting home. And then when I got home,
stressful.
I was just sort of like, oh, I kind of miss hanging out with you guys. Like it was like,
I know, but no, but
rush my departure and shit, and I got confused. And I was in the airport for like 3 hours. I was like, oh
man, like I can't believe to this very day I have never been hit with a freaking delay yet. Like all you fuckers get delayed. I'm fucking paranoid about that shit. I dread it. And like I'm sitting there with Cody. Cody's flight changed back and forth. It went earlier and later several times as we were just sitting there at the airport.
Yeah.
I would not be able to deal with that.
What time did you get home, Ivan, out of curiosity? I don't know if I asked you that. Yeah.
I landed at 8:30 Eastern and I got home at like 9 Eastern.
Okay. Because I didn't get home until after midnight.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, my flight times are because I go to the same airline, the same airports. It's always the same time, except for this year because we went right on Thanksgiving. They freaking made my flight at instead of 10 in the morning, how I usually do it, they made it 6 in the morning. So I had to be there at 5, which was a mistake. I could have been there 10 minutes too, and I still would have been too early. Because my local airport's in the middle of a fucking farm. It's an international airport. It's super nice, but it's still a fucking bumfuck town airport at the end of the day. There's nobody there. Security knows you by your first name, and you haven't seen them in a year. It's just... It is what it is. Like, you don't need pre-TSA at my airport. They know who you are.
Yeah.
I was mostly just worried about, like, the customs and shit, because I'd never flown at all, but, like, the domestic flying I knew would be cool. But I was, like, worried about fucking the, going between countries, because I'm Canadian and all that. And on the way back to the customs agent, I had to admit that I went to Anime Dallas, and I felt super embarrassed.
That's
like, I was like, I went to a convention, met some friends, and she's like, "Oh, what was the convention?" I'm like, "It's animation. It's fine." What's the convention's name? Anime Dallas. She like gave me a look, and I was like,
she was like, "I'm so sorry, sir."
Yeah, I was
would you like me to fucking? Would you like me to put a finger up your ass to make this less awkward?
I know, right? Like, she was like, I was like, I went with some friends, and she's like, "Who are the friends?"
Charles and Vio, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, dropped all your YouTube.
Freddie Hines, oh my god. Ivan Leroy, how are you not dead?
that was an adventure in fucking Montreal. I was lucky though. I had 2 flights. I was like only flew Air Canada, so like the delay on the flight from Dallas to Montreal was like accounted for in like my next flight got delayed too, so I was able to make it home because of that. Because otherwise I would have been just fucking stuck in Montreal. But yeah, good con.
Yeah, you were the first. I mean, you were the first to go on the last day because we had people coming in and out at random times. But in terms of the core group, you were the first to go.
Yeah. Since then, I've been playing fucking Destiny. I haven't been doing.
That's all you've been doing is playing Destiny?
Pretty much. Well, I'm trying to like I didn't play Destiny for like 2 years, and then I started like a month ago, and then I just got the DLC like a few weeks ago. So now I'm just playing catch up.
I played Destiny like fucking crazy. The first one that came out. Then I bought the second. After a week, I beat the campaign. I returned it at GameStop because
I stopped too, but now I'm finally
sorry.
Getting back into it. For
AAA games are fucking garbage. After I got my Switch, I'm sorry, but all AAA game makers should be fucking ashamed. Even Pokemon, the mess that it is, it's still better than most AAA games. I just beat it.
Good.
I'm
playing it right now.
Are you? Bullshit! Yeah. I want to play it right now. Stop. We're finally playing afterwards, Stina, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I got a lot of trades. Because that's basically, I beat it. I'm just trying to finish my Pokedex now.
Same. I have 308 right now.
Oh,
so I'm getting close.
I got 320. I don't want you catching up with me. I gotta win this.
How many are in that game, anyways?
What's that?
How many are in that one?
400.
400. Oh, damn, Jesus.
Wow.
And
This will be the first time I've ever beat like
when
the
you're
Pokedex
told
aspect.
that, you're like, oh man, that's fucking bullshit. That's still less than half. When you're playing, it feels like the perfect amount.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I would absolutely be fine with future games keeping it limited because it really shifts the metagame. It really shifts. It actually makes it possible to pursue the Pokedex.
Yeah.
Because the last Pokedex I ever fully completed was the Sinnoh-Dex, which was like just shy of 500. So this one's a little bit easier to do. What I enjoy the best about this game is the lack of legendaries. I fucking hate legendaries. That being said, these are some of the best legendaries I've ever seen in the game. They're fucking awesome.
They're so cute.
They are so cute.
Dog with sword.
Dog with sword. Dog with shield.
sword.
That's what the game's called. But yeah, I can't fucking wait to me and Stina, I need to catch that. I haven't caught that sword dog yet. We gotta do a trade back so we can get that into our Pokedexes.
Yeah.
I think that's the last one we do because we hold each other at gunpoint to see who gets the most Pokemon at the end. So we'll cross the finish line together. Is what we'll do.
Cool. Perfect.
But I will cross by like a millimeter first ahead of you because I'm competitive. But Pokemon is really fun. I had a lot of the criticism was overblown. There was some correct criticism, but it was still overblown. This game definitely has visual issues. It definitely needs another month to polish. But it's one of the funnest games in the series, in the entire franchise.
So
it's so much fun. Its story is very low stakes until it decides to be high stakes, which I kind of groaned at. But it's a very brief period. In the grand scheme of things, it's the most like isolated incident in the entire fucking Pokemon franchise, and I adore it for that. Because even all the characters, like, it's obvious who the villain is, but they do a great job of throwing you off their trail, like to make you doubt yourself for a while. And I like that. And I
love Team Yell.
Team Yell. I'm a little bit conflicted about Team Yell, but ultimately I like the idea that the meta narrative that they are the Pokemon fan base. They're a well-meaning audience, except for Distant Kingdom and those other asshole YouTubers. They are a well-meaning fan base that gets a little too ahead of itself. Because even I was like, I want this franchise to be the best thing. That was my complaints. I want this to be the best. I hope it's fun. And I said some things I had to take back when the game finally came out. I was like, you know what? I got ahead of myself on some of the complaints and issues. Because ultimately, it was very fun.
Pokemon's like more than just your traditional AAA game. It's more than that. It's like a cultural thing.
It is its own culture. That is absolutely correct. Like, outside of a video game culture or an anime culture or any kind of culture, Pokemon is its own thing.
It's just a massive, massive property.
Yeah, and we don't have enough time in the day to discuss how Sword and Shield exists as a product, as a messy product. That's a big business thing that a lot of people do not understand. But in spite of it, the things that other AAA fucking people have to deal with, Pokemon Sword and Shield somehow still comes out on top. And that's a testament to the quality of the people who work on this franchise.
I mean, it helps when you can essentially, I don't want to say reskin, because that would not give them anywhere near credit, but you use the same sort of base model every time. It's not... Yeah. You don't need to reinvent the wheel each time you put out one of these games.
Exactly. Because that's one thing a lot of the idiots were complaining about, is the fact that they reused models. And they're like, oh, quality animation. Have you seen the Pokemon camp?
Have you seen every other game?
Or even in battle fighting, the way the Pokemon move, that's why I was like, this is completely justified to have only 400 Pokemon. They have so much personality in just their gait. The way that they walk. Every Pokemon moves differently than the other. It's so fucking great. And they react to things differently. They have their own unique animations. It's freaking... So cute. Stina, stop playing! I see her playing right now. And I want to play.
I am. I'm at 310 now.
No! She's catching up. She's trying to fucking lap me right now. It's not fair. But yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield, fucking great. The Switch has been absolutely fucking incredible this year.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Fire Emblem Three Houses.
That's why I'm trying to finish this deck so quick, so I can get back to that.
It took me several years too late, but I finally played Breath of the Wild, one of the greatest video games and just overall greatest pieces of entertainment I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. It's absolutely incredible. That alone sells the system.
It's some good shit.
Fucking, we forget that Smash Bros came out not even a year ago, like I think December something.
We were playing it in Dallas. I legitimately forgot there was a new one. Like I was like, oh right, shit.
Yeah, it's the new one, and it's fucking great because it has Terry now. Makes me so fucking happy, even though nobody knows what the fucking Neo Geo is.
Not a clue.
Yeah, but video games are fun. But you know what else was been fucking great this year? Fucking movies, man. 2019 might be the best year of this decade for film. Oh my god. Great. Literally a great top tier film just came out overnight. Marriage Story on Netflix. With Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. I watched it last night. My mom's in the other room watching it right now. It's freaking
What's it called,
great.
sorry?
Marriage Story.
Oh yes, okay, I've heard of that.
It's about a really good couple going through a divorce. And it's a very frustrating film. It tells the story. It places sides perfectly. I don't know how they do it perfectly evenly. And both sides are justified, even as frustrating as it is, are justified in what they're doing and how they're feeling in it. It is a heartbreaking fucking film and a beautiful film on top of it. One of the best scripts of the decade for sure. And holy shit, is it well performed by Adam Driver and Scarlett Jo. Other great actors in that too. Like I like a freaking Laura Dern's in it. She plays a lawyer, and she just freaking slays in it. Laura Dern, the past couple of years, has had a resurgence. Good for her.
Wasn't she the one who's getting all that crap in Star Wars?
Well, everyone's getting crap, and that's a great segue to another film I just watched this weekend. Knives Out. I owe Rian Johnson an apology because I criticize his lack of commitment to a subversion, and all Knives Out is, I don't want to spoil it because you need to go that with no knowledge. That entire film is commitment to a very early subversion, and he just fucking annihilates it. Star Wars is Disney's fault. It's not Rian Johnson's fault. I'm sorry. He definitely plays a role in it, the kind of stories he likes to tell. It's the fact that the producer, Disney, does not trust his storytelling acumen and makes him backtrack on things he doesn't want to backtrack on. And now we're going into Rise of Skywalker with things that are clearly going to be backtracked on. It's going to be a mess. But I've been hearing, I got people who've gotten early looks at it, and they said good things. I think it's bullshit. I think they're just being bought off, but
yeah, I'm out on Star Wars. I'm not really.
I was never in. I've never been I was an Indiana Jones guy.
Me either.
Growing up.
Yep.
I was more about Indiana Jones. Star Wars never did it for me, but you can't ignore the spectacle. Everyone goes and see it. You have to see it. Because you can't deny the scale. You cannot deny the world.
I don't have to see it.
Yeah, you don't have to see it because you're playing Pokemon right now. Of course you don't have to see it. But the rest of us do. But I've heard it's solid. But I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I'm pretty much convinced now because Disney keeps firing all the directors that in the trilogy they had planned. I think Disney's done making Star Wars movies. I think they're committing to Disney Plus.
God, I hope.
Series.
I don't know if that's true. They make so much money, man. Like I don't know if
Disney Plus makes even more money than that.
You can do both.
I know you can do both, and I think that's what Marvel movies are for now. I think that's it. I think now they're just like, I think that Rise of Sky, even though it's gonna make so much money, I think it actively hurts Disney's reputation. I think that's for some reason a Lion King remake doesn't make Disney blink, but criticism to Star Wars makes Disney blink for some reason. And but The Mandalorian's doing so well, and I think Disney's gonna stick to just Disney Plus shows. I think serialized entertainment fits Star Wars, and of course, because the original Star Wars was based on serialized entertainment, old World War II serials, just like Indiana Jones. George Lucas loves that shit. I love that shit, and clearly, that's what Star Wars was based on and what fits it.
I mean, I don't disagree, but I just. Like again, I'm gonna go back to it. It just makes them so much money, even if they're not that good. Like it's.
Except Solo did not make that much money.
No, Solo didn't, but the main ones do. Solo was not.
But it's only a matter of time before people turn on that, because look, Stina doesn't even give a shit.
I guess. You're right.
I've never given a shit about Star Wars. That is not my thing.
Stina hasn't seen like half the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's true too.
But it's not her choice. She was born in a bunker, dude. Like she just came out like last year.
They don't have those movies in Idaho yet. They're not there.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
What's that fucking movie? The kid was raised in a fucking nuclear shelter.
With no. Blast from the Past?
Blast from the Past, yes. And that's,
I fucking love that movie.
That's Stina. Of course you love that movie. It's the only VHS they had in your bunker.
Autobiographical.
She watched it every day. Hoping.
Sounds like a beta tape,
She was singing like the Little Mermaid about I want to be where the people are. I want to be where the nuclear apocalypse zombies are.
Confirmed.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, what other great movies came out? Oh, there's so many great movies here.
Last Black Man. Talk about Last Black Man.
We will save that because we're doing JoyCast.
Because I'm definitely going to talk about it later.
We're doing JoyCast today. We're going to be doing a movie, like a specifically top movies of the decade JoyCast coming up soon. And then
spoilers.
And then, but hopefully before the Oscars, me and Host will sit down and we're going to do a tier list of all the top films of 2019 and have an Oscar-based discussion as well. So a lot of film-based JoyCast coming along. So that's why I think we'll put a pin in the film discussion from here. But that stuff I definitely want to talk about. Stuff that's very relevant to like right now this week.
Yeah.
But anything else going on, y'all?
Oh. I mean, it's terrible, but yes. I just found out last night.
Oh,
this guy.
Yeah. If you're okay talking about it, it's not our fault. We're not in the fucking telemarketer business. Like, who the fuck do we care about throwing underneath the bus?
I don't fucking work with this guy anymore or this company, so I don't give a shit. So
yeah, fucking ditch the hot goss.
Yeah, so there was this guy. He was my least favorite part of going to work when I was his supervisor. Like, he was just...
Oh, snap.
And just to reassert to the audience, this is Stina's old job, not the cool new one she has.
Yes, not my great new job where I work with great, positive, awesome people. This is my old job. So I was this guy's supervisor, and basically the business we were in was like doing captions for people's phone calls, and it was supposed to be verbatim, right? So you have to like even if they're using incorrect grammar, you have to do it. I would correct this kid on it all the time, and he'd argue with me like, my mom's an English major, I can't help it.
What?
Yeah, you're fucking telling me, right?
I'm qualifying the language.
So I was like, okay, cool.
He's like a literal grammar Nazi like Jeremy. Our leader's a Nazi, we can't help it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, exactly. So
that movie's so good.
So he like was a huge pain in my ass, and I hated him, and I knew something was wrong with the kid, but I didn't know what. Well, last night, one of my old coworkers, who was also a supervisor, sent me a picture from the the inmate roster, and apparently over Thanksgiving, he got fucking picked up in a sting for trying to entice minors over the internet, and also like possession of child exploitive material.
Hey, his mother's an English major, he can't help it.
Jeez.
That's what we
harsh,
do,
man.
We diddle kids.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, crazy. So I don't know if he's been sentenced, but bail for each offense, like they were set bail separately. So he's looking at $2 million.
No, so he's still in holding.
Yeah, so you heard it here, folks. The Kickstarter coming soon. Or the
like it's crazy
GoFundMe,
because it's crazy because they don't fuck around with like abusing children when it's like outside of a religious context, but because of the Mormon population here, you can marry kids at the age of 12 in Idaho. They tried to like get it repealed. Yeah, they tried to fucking get it repealed a couple years ago,
Mormons.
and like half of the like most of our legislature was like, no, we want to keep that law on the books. It's fine to marry 12-year-olds.
Dina, I think your state might be shit.
Oh yeah, no, you don't gotta fucking
I think Idaho's fucking gross. I think we just need a big old bleach wipe and start over.
I think we're starting a new internet feud, and it's JoyRide versus Idaho.
Fuck Idaho. JoyRide. I know this is a controversial stance, but fuck Idaho.
Fuck Idaho.
I'm gonna take
Who
it down
the fuck
from the
dyes
inside.
their fucking football turf fucking blue? Okay, get a fucking brain damage.
My dad told me that because we have like a nationally recognized football team, that it was a great school option for me. He's like,
he's not wrong, Stina.
professors.
He's actually not wrong. He's wrong about many things, but that, unfortunately,
he's
in America,
a little wrong about it.
That's a man who
I
all
wish
he
they had
knows
full
is the football
linguistics.
the
team.
football team's got to pay the fucking fee, man. Like, if
Well, the
that's
fucking
supports
crazy thing is, my dad went to school there, and I'm like, how on earth? He like knew people I went to high school with, like having never met them when I went to high school with them. It was weird.
Did he go to
Okay,
like
that's a little bit
class?
weird.
Like, did he?
He was on campus class, and like he knew my classmates, like as his classmates. We were going to college at the same time on the same campus.
So his recommendation worked then? Like, what's
coming soon to NBC, man? Holy shit. That's fucking funny. I'm rolling on the floor with laughter.
Ugh.
And the hijinks of that scenario. It's not fucking horrifying at all.
Yeah, it was very scary.
My fucking
Like, I
dad,
wanna run into
my
my
fucking
dad
dad in
on
prison
campus.
right now is taking classes through the University of Michigan. Their fucking
Oh,
prison
no.
program. He's taking fucking writing courses. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't even get to major in writing. You
I was gonna say
asshole.
he's following in your footsteps.
He is. I'm like, you motherfucker. He
looks up to
sends me
you.
letters all the fucking time that he fucking aced his fucking class. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Aw,
You want a fucking job? Is that what you want?
that's really wholesome, though. That's
It
cute.
is super wholesome. He's doing good.
He's an
We'll
English
that's
major.
all.
figure that out when he gets home. But yeah, I'm
fucking write
I'm proud of him.
I'll write a parody
He's
with him,
writing.
I don't care. I'll write fucking. That's good.
But yeah, I understand that it's very awkward when your parent is doing the
Yeah.
fucking same school as you.
Really weird.
Granted, I didn't go to prison to get into school. I had to pay for that myself.
Wait, oh yeah.
Uh,
My dad paid for part of my school with his GI Bill, but yeah, it was very bizarre having that come at the cost of like going to school with my dad.
fuck.
Like, is it worth it?
I didn't run into him too often, but people would always go up to him and be like, "Oh my God, you're Christina's dad," and I'm just like,
no.
we're very different from each other, so I'm like, he's gonna open his mouth in class. and
Your
say some
dad's
shit.
like, don't make me associate with that loser.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Steve, daughter, I love you, but you hurt my street cred.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
afraid
that's
he's gonna say some dumb racist shit in class, and people are gonna be like, "Ooh, Stina."
I was gonna say he's gonna be like subscribed to MewVenus.
Actually, that was the more likely scenario, it turns out. So,
Oh, fuck.
oh my God. Anyway, Cody, you were saying?
I that would have been my biggest fear if I ever went to college with my dad, because he's so much cooler than me.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm just like, come on, man.
I
And he
agree.
goes,
Me
"Nah."
and Cody's dad go out all the fucking time.
Imagine your dad like smoking outside of class and just trying to like gesture you out. It's like, no, I gotta learn.
I imagine fucking Cody's dad on a fucking motorcycle. He's got 2 hot bitches on his fucking.
That wasn't actually
And he's
far
like, "Hey
off
son,
back in
I
the
guess
day.
I could drive you home. I'm going out for the night."
You're gonna have to hop on the very back, kid. I'm sorry.
Fucking. Cody's dad majors in football and sex. They wanted to
Shit,
make
man.
him the mascot of the school, and he turned it down because he's so cool.
You did it for the money.
doing an anime parodies if your dad's that cool.
His dad.
I didn't-
Where did he go wrong?
Genetics, man. I don't know what happened. Must have been my mom.
No, your mom's even cooler than your dad.
Oh, Lord. I don't even know how that happened.
Nature versus nurture. He didn't tell you the cool moves. He didn't tell you the secrets of cool. That's what happened.
Nah,
Get
he
away from
let
anime.
me
Horrible.
he let me figure that out on my own, much to his dismay.
Your own cool way. You have to find your own way.
Find your own way. And I
Son.
was just like, "Hey Dad, I found anime." And he goes, Jesus.
Ah, fuck.
God
Dragon Ball
damn
Z? No, Dad. No, Dad.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Well,
Fuck.
he goes, "Well, I got 2 others. They did okay."
fuck?
One of them's at Harvard now. It's fine.
Harvard's fucking nuts.
But how many
man.
subscribers do they have?
That's a great.
Yeah, how many
that's a great point.
subscribers does your fucking old man have?
I
I want
question.
clout numbers. He's only the coolest man, and he's a big fish in a small pond.
Hey, it worked.
Close enough.
My goodness.
Should we throw out wild JoyQuest theories that Freddy can't live up to?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to the JoyQuest segment. Before we start, everyone who came to the live show at Anime Dallas, thank you so much. It was a fucking blast.
That was my favorite panel the whole weekend. That was amazing.
It was so
It was
good.
probably mine too. It was really good. I hope we'll have a recorded version out as soon as possible. The issue is that Freddy is absolutely freaking sick right now because he had a hell of a weekend. And he has the camera with the footage, and the man who owns the camera, Jared Saxon of Simply Nonsense Productions, thank him so much for letting us have that equipment for that weekend. Between the two of them, they'll have that footage out as soon as they can, but it's going to take a little while.
Have any of you guys seen the footage? Because I remember the camera dying, but I think we got everything.
It died during the Q&A, I do believe,
Okay.
and that's fine. We only want the show. So
No, I think no, you're right, Ivan. It died like a few minutes after the actual session ended. So
the Q&A was fun, but it wasn't a necessity. But the show was definitely great to have. So I can't wait to show the audience, show our YouTube audience. It was great, but yeah. How's everyone feeling about our actual main campaign right now?
Oh my god, I can't even remember what's happening.
We're fighting a spider after the shopping episode.
We
had a shopping
we
episode.
just shopped
That's why I
for
can't fucking remember. Nothing happened.
We shopped for 4 hours, and then a giant spider showed up because Freddy was done with us shopping. I'm sorry. I'm one of those guys who fucking loves shopping in Fantasy World.
I know.
No, me too, and that's why I was disappointed. I'm like, Freddy,
I was like, oh man,
you gave us a shit ton of money.
A cool ass giant spider fight. Oh man, I want to go back and shop, but I can't do it in real life.
Makes me glad Axon spent all his money already.
Oh my!
I don't remember how much
I got a cool ass cloak, right?
Oh god, the cloak with the hands, or was that?
No, I think I got the Raven one, right?
Yeah, you got the one that helps you glide. I got the boots. I talked to Freddy about it. I'm so excited because he initially said on the show that it was only if I did a dash action, but he said I can literally do that anytime. I just have three per short rest.
Nice.
So I can literally just be. He doesn't realize that I can be wherever the fuck I want. Like he gave me so much fucking mobility. It's fucking crazy. Because the only thing I can use on a reaction right now is Hellish Rebuke, and I barely ever use that. So I got 3 fucking extra dashes on the dude. It's fucking great. I'm so happy.
Hell yeah.
What's your movement already, Ivan?
I think it's the normal 30 or 40 that everybody else has.
Okay.
But an extra, I think the boots are either 5 or 10 feet additional. Even 5 feet additional makes a huge difference, especially for Bobby's current mode of combat. Because until I get Thirsting Blade, Eldritch Evocation, I'm just a running gunner right now. And that's fine. I might just stay a running gunner the entire time. I might have to rethink my strategy because it's serving me well. I'm literally playing Mega Man with Bobby. I'm just running and shooting and jumping around. It's so fun.
I've Smash with Bobby.
I've had so much fun with that character right now. The way it's so different from Gunnifer. Whereas Gunnifer is I'm a human shield. With Gunnifer, I only have to jump right on top of the opponent and pray that they don't run away. With Bobby, it don't even matter if they run away. I still got like 120 fucking range bullet.
I'm coming for him.
Third, yeah.
I'm just because most people say because one of the Eldritch Evocations I can get like twice the range on my Eldritch Blast, and most people say that's a waste. But for Freddy, a guy who makes bosses who fucking run away like fucking cowards, it's kind of might be worthwhile for me to get that. So even if they try to run away, I could probably shoot them down like twice or 3 times before they get away.
Ivan, is all this equipment you have like from the JoyQuest 1 campaign, if I'm not mistaken? Or
what are you talking about equipment-wise? What Bobby has?
Like, yeah.
No, nothing. Bobby has a complete clean slate coming into this campaign.
Is it all like custom gear then, or is it?
It's not home. Are you talking about like narratively or like the shit she actually has?
Like the equipment, like the fucking blaster and
okay, so warlocks automatically have this move called Eldritch Blast.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
Yes. And so that is a natural thing that Bobby can do as a warlock. I just flavor it as a blaster.
Oh, okay.
Because in campaign 1, she had a custom item called the Spicy Boy. It was literally a fucking gun. It was as I call it, a convoluted wand that looked like a gun, and she fired her magic from that. This time, it's called Son of Spicy Boy, and it's basically both her sword and what she fires from the other. So even if you took away this thing, she could still fire Eldritch Blast. It's just, this is a way to concentrate it. It just looks cool. That's what it's really about.
Remember when she almost lost that in session 1 of this campaign?
Yeah.
What, the Son of Spicy
Gauntlet?
Boy?
Yeah, Son of Spicy
She did
Boy.
it. It's always on her.
Well, yeah, she almost died.
Yeah. She almost
Your
lost her
body
life.
out.
She almost lost her life.
Axon would have absolutely taken it too.
You wouldn't be able to because
Her life or her Spicy
because
Boy?
a warlock. Because I'm specifically a blade pact. I'm a fiend pact with a blade boon. So if I die, that weapon disappears. You can take that weapon from me, and I can call it back to me. It's a part of me. That's what it's about. That's what Son of Spicy Boy is. So I
misunderstood that.
Yeah. So like it's really not a homebrew thing. It's very much within the rules of a warlock. It's just I just decided on this silly little wristwatch that turns into a blade. Now the homebrew thing that it does, you guys have not seen yet. It does have something going on with it that I cannot do, but somebody could activate.
Okay,
so I won't spoil. I won't say anything. But I'm just saying, be fucking careful. If you do get it in your possession, be fucking careful. Is what I'm saying. It's not yours for a reason. It doesn't belong to this world. It doesn't. It has physical properties that just do not play by reality standards, and we'll get to that.
All right.
Because it's a whole fucking thing. But yeah, so we were shopping, we're in a spider. Bobby somewhat came clean to Ginro about her past. I'm still playing that as close to the vest as fucking possible. I told Freddie that if we never, I was actually kind of mad that I was put into a corner to have to even address anything. Because I told Freddie that I would be completely happy with the entire campaign of never addressing Bobby's new origin. About how she's there.
Boring. It's there. You should.
It's great. It's definitely cool.
Oh, obviously we got.
But I think the mystery is so much fun. I think the mystery is fucking more interesting. But if we do go there, and also because I just don't want the attention on Bobby as much, I want her to sit in the back and let you kids run around and fuck around. I'm just the fucking mommy of the group.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all watched that fucking Naked Jake video about moms. That's why I did it, because he even said there's not enough good mom characters in video games, in games in general. And I was like, I said, and that's why I did it. I wanted to fill that niche. I wanted a maternal figure in the cast.
And she's so much different from Bobby of old, right? She's so much different from Campaign 1 Bobby.
I mean, she's the same but different. As I told Freddie, we Mark Ruffalo'd
She's
her.
grown. She's grown a lot.
We Mark Ruffalo'd her. She's practically a whole different actor and different person in the shoes. The name is the same. Because we barely addressed Bobby's origins in the first campaign. So there's a lot we just left out there.
Right.
And that's what's been so exciting is the audience has noticed a connection to Gunniffer and the Ironwind. And that's the stuff I never got to address about Bobby in the first campaign. It's slowly trickling out, and that's fucking great. I like how that's all connected.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude.
Fucking Axon, fucking got
disowned.
He pulled a fucking Jon Snow.
Oh, that was fucking badass.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm still reeling weeks later. Holy shit.
No, that was a good fucking scene.
I was shook.
I had no idea it was coming either. Like, Freddie didn't let me know at all. And
he doesn't. He does not warn you. He doesn't warn you. He goes, okay.
No, I think that makes for a more authentic
it
RP.
Makes it really fucking intense is what it does.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, fucking Stina, man. I'm waiting for Elia because we're heading north. We're getting very close to the Fallen Throne.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that Elia lore drop.
I know. I'm waiting for Elia to say, fuck this, we're going to the underside. Even though we are vastly unprepared. Because I'll just tell you right now, as producer, I do know some of the level caps of the map. I'll tell you right now that we aren't even halfway prepared for the underside.
8.
We'll get that sick lore drop when we get there, and I'm sure Freddy will have planned something fucking
I don't care about the
diabolical by
lore.
then.
I just want to rescue Dad.
Yeah, I want my dad back, guys. I'm so
Elliot-
excited to play a character who loves her dad.
Isn't it nice? But yeah, no, Ellie's been and the full arm situation. I talked to Freddy about that.
Yeah.
Let's fucking hash out. I did it to Freddy already, so Freddy already knows. Let's publicly hash out our grievances about the fucking the bone sucker fight.
Oh, the Merc woman.
What
Not the Merc woman, the bone sucker. The Merc woman was
Bone Sucker,
fucking
yeah.
awesome. That shit was intense.
Oh no, that was great.
cool.
Yeah,
That was the scariest shit since the Chodoko. And that was
so well roleplayed.
And that was whereas the Chodoko was a physical threat, this was completely fucking psychological. That was scary.
That was awesome.
But the bone sucker, I was so fucking mad when you had him grappled, Stina, and then he goes, he ran away. I got so fucking mad at
he
Freddy
just
about
poofed.
that. I got so fucking mad. I was like, that was Stina's win. So you took that from her only to like, he goes, well, I had to put it in a concentrated position. And so he immediately goes, I wanted to extend the fight further, but he didn't. He put it back on the main floor so we could all do a fucking family Kamehameha against it. And it's like, you took that away from Stina did something really fucking cool and you undermined it. That was such a horse shit.
Right.
You made
That would've been
you
sick.
literally brought the whole Merc Woman arc, like you went full circle with it. You tied up all the loose ends and you went, nah, let's do a basic, how do you want to do this?
Right.
Also, Axon, I wasn't really paying much attention because I had my own shit to deal with because I was like, when he said that we only had like 10 rounds or some shit, I got fucking scared. I didn't realize that Axon was fucking killing people. What the fuck?
I didn't either.
No, I re-listened to
really
it. You were
told him, didn't we?
actively, knowingly killing people, man. Ew. You fucking murderer.
Ew.
Those were innocent people that all we had to do was like pull them out and like kill the spiders.
They would have died anyway.
You were melting their fucking faces, you fucking madman.
Yeah, and then Val came through and just broke the seal. Everything died anyway.
Val did exactly what I had hoped that he'd done, but like 10 rounds later. I was so mad. I'm like Val, you had one job and you waited 10 fucking rounds to do it. Because that's what Val would do. Because like Val would know that I know what he's about to do and say, fuck that. I'll do it on my own time. That's why Val's so fucking great at Dungeons and Dragons. That he is not fucking affected by what other people think. He is completely...
He just does his own thing.
He is fully committed to that fucking character for better or worse. And that's why Murdoch is the best character he's ever fucking played.
I love it.
It's great. It's so fucking great.
Oh my god.
The thing is a fucking cartoon character. It's fucking Daffy Duck, and I love it.
I love my little burb Fran.
Oh my god.
Burb friend.
And then
everyone
we have
just
Fisher.
lines up to kick. Yeah, oh yeah.
Fisher.
Let's Fisher.
Prescott, you don't realize how much you just completely changed the landscape of the show.
For the better.
Because
better.
campaign 1 started out as a comedy and then became a very serious epic. This campaign started, it very clumsily tried to be a serious epic right off the bat, which I told Freddie I was very much against initially, and then you jumped in and just brought fucking chaos.
I mean, that's what I've been trying to do.
It's thanks to you that I thank you greatly, that it's because of you we get to have 4-hour shopping campaigns. Because we actually get to sit down and explore the world. Because if it was up to Freddie, he would be railroading our ass super hard right now.
Well, that's what you did with Axon. Like,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's sometimes like cause he did it to Gunnifer too. There's times when he goes, you have no choice. Boom,
Yeah.
I want you. But you can fuck with him in those moments. Like with Gunnifer, he put me in a position that he wanted a one-on-one fight between Gunnifer and Brayarg right off the fucking bat. And I was like, and he knows how badly I wanted to fight Brayarg. And I went, no, I'm gonna work with I think it was Victor Perez, Father Perez. I'm like, no, I'm gonna work with him because that actually makes sense for Gunnifer more than a blind fucking fight. And then he immediately goes, okay, you can have Charlemagne back. Want to fight him? I'm like, you fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. Because of course, now that I know he took Charlemagne away from Gunnifer's gonna want to fight. But I'm like, I had a moment where I threw him off his fucking high horse. When I spiraled everything out of control and said, no, we're gonna work with the bad guy because Guinevere is a fucking villain. So we're gonna do it.
I mean, sometimes I feel bad about doing that. Like, I know he was setting
me
up.
Don't feel bad. It's fun.
Well, he was setting me up for. I remember when we were in that one shop. I can't remember which one it was, but like the one where we were thinking about stealing stuff, and then I don't know if I rolled something, and he was like leaning towards like, hey, there are like BDSM suits in the back, whatever. And I was like, I really want to steal that door handle.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's gross. Yeah. I like this door handle.
I'm like, I wanted the door handle.
Well, what's a fish gonna do with a BDSM suit? That's
a lot of things, but not as much as that door handle offered at the given moment.
But no, like it's like you were saying, like in Dallas on the panel, like I look at D&D as a source, like as a way to improv.
It's like, improv with dice. It's gambling and improv. It's so perfect.
That's what I'm here, and I want to work on my character a little bit in that I want to have like I feel like Fisher's chaos, but he's not too strong a character yet, and I want to work on that.
He definitely, I will say honestly, he has there's a lot of dubiousness in his characterization. It's not because you're playing him wrong. It's because you don't realize until you're living and actually interacting in that world.
Yes.
You realize how much about your character you don't even know. You are learning about your character even though you made it.
Well, there's that, and there's also the fact I'm like joining in halfway through, and like I'm trying to
not even halfway through, bud.
Yeah.
We'll be at this for a long time.
But ranted like a ways in though, so I'm like
by the time it's all said and done, it's gonna feel like he was there from the beginning.
Yeah. And I'm sort of getting like I wanted to be more timid, but Axton's sort of filling that role, so I'm going more sort of chaotic as a response. Because
my impression, like I don't know no character, I know where he's from, but it doesn't feel like chaos. It feels like angst. I feel like he's rebelling against something.
I mean, my thing was that he was coming from like a sort of privileged background and shit, and just got bored with it.
Yeah.
And I was gonna make him sort of like timid, but like want to do bad things. But whereas now I'm sort of like, no, he just sort of like wants fun.
It feels the things that he said, like the fact that all fish are assholes. I feel like fish culture is this all completely sheltered world, and they all just treat each other like shit. And he's just like, man, I'm fucking done with this shit. But some of that toxicity is clearly carried over.
Yeah.
And he's kind of figuring out this new world and like kind of settling into it.
It's a literal fish out of water. Like
I just want to give Fisher a way to move on land effectively. That's what I really want.
It's not affecting him that badly though.
Oh, it's not.
Only during combat. In combat it is a bit.
Like he doesn't move much
combat,
differently
it's a bitch.
Than a halfling would. Like
I mean like I knew this going in. That's why I made him more of like a ranged support character in combat. Like I knew like movement was off the table once
But he has, but I will say that the benefits you have definitely do not serve that movement. Whereas a halfling and a goblin and all those other smaller characters who have less movement, their feats are definitely better built for their lack of movement. It's balanced for that. Obviously, this is a homebrew kind of because you are a Triton. And a Triton doesn't have to have a mermaid tail. But once again, this is like the Bobby son of Spicy Boy situation. It's about flavor. And sometimes the flavor does have to come at a cost.
Yeah.
And that's what I said before. There is a cost to Son of Spicy Boy that we haven't seen yet. It can affect others. It can affect me. We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
But it is like I am gambling with my weapon, essentially. That's which is stuff we have not seen yet. But
right.
Yeah. Otherwise, do you want to talk shit about the other characters? We already talked about fucking Murdoch, fucking Ted. Oh my god! Here's the thing: if there's anything about Freddy's game that maybe I feel a little bit bad about, is how badly he wanted what's her name? It was Ted's mentor.
No.
Diane. Diana.
Freddy clearly had a very specific goal and idea in mind for Diane, but he said she was 3 C's thick, and that just fucking threw everything out the fucking window for us.
I mean, we do that a bit though. If there's a milf, we're gonna spot her.
In any situation when Freddy says, "Oh, she's 3 C's thick," immediately I can't take it seriously.
I'm sorry, but she belongs to the audience. She belongs to the players now. She's 3 C's.
No, the mood changes. The mood.
If you're greater than 2 C's thick, I'm sorry, but you belong to the players now. We will create the lore. And Diane was supposed to be this wholesome mother-like mentor figure, and she straight up become like a fucking she's not let's not slut shame. But she's definitely really into Ted.
which is not
Yes.
Freddie's intention.
She's a
But-
sexual powerhouse.
But she's just fucking like she's just a raw sexual fucking character.
No, Fisher
and
is
Ted
2 C's thick. Let's
and-
be real.
I'm working on it.
He's
I'm
working on that
7 C's
third
thick.
C.
Yeah, he's working on that third
Yeah.
C.
Bobby's only 2 C's thick too, but she's a different kind of hot. Like that's Bobby's just fucking MILF, man. Like it's fucking nuts. She's a fucking hot lesbian energy going right now.
Yeah.
She's a fucking mess. But Diane is like she's 3 C's thick.
Diana.
She fucking has fucking glasses made out of twigs like Dr. Stone. She's like, that's the part that made me laugh. I felt so bad. But I was like, yeah, she undoes her hair. She takes off her glasses. It's just super hot.
No, Freddie was trying to keep that conversation like on tracks, and
Freddie
no one
was so
having it.
mad. He's trying to have a heartfelt moment with fucking Charlie. I felt bad for-
Charlie just takes off.
No, Ted
Charlie's
just
like,
fucking
fuck
had
this.
too dumb for emotion.
Because initially I felt bad for Charlie because I know this is one of Charlie's support characters, but Charlie didn't give a fuck. He thought it was funny
Charlie-
too that she
No.
was hot, that she was a trailing love interest. Like he thought that was funny. So I'm like, okay, if it's Charlie's fucking support base, so I'll follow
Right.
Charlie's lead on it. He wants to be silly about it. Let's be silly.
I mean, that's one thing about Ted. He's sort of been light on he's been very heavy on the comedy as well.
Ted has been a
Mm-hmm.
very
So,
light character.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for the moment because I feel like I'm just waiting for this thing to fucking snap. Like that's my greatest fear and interest in Ted is what's the big twist that happens if there is one. I don't think there is.
I don't either. But
I think
don't-
Charlie's playing it very straight laced.
Yeah.
And which is fine because he's a fucking funny ass character. I like that.
Yeah,
his
I love
goal,
him.
I
He's
like
my
that the
favorite.
character's goal is to be a hide and seek champion. And
Sure.
there's a lot that he can do with that. There's a lot that our characters can do with him with that. There's
like
a lot
hide
of
and
fun-
or seek. Yeah.
yeah.
We can manipulate him. It's great.
No, there's a lot
or
that can be
that.
played with.
Yeah.
him. I'm really digging it. But yeah,
Fun.
anybody else in the group? I it's hard to keep track. We have so many players now in this campaign. It's utter chaos.
So much skin in the game.
I think it's. I mean, do you want to talk shit about Ted
Unless-
Bunky? You want to talk shit about Stina's pet?
Grog.
Yeah, talk shit about my grog.
Grog is a
Badass
fucking
Grog.
nuisance, and he's not coming with us. He's in the way.
Oh, he's certainly coming with.
Is
It's
he?
weird. I
Is
know-
he currently
No.
with us? Someone needs to.
Is he
re-listen to that
hopping in his
episode.
Pokeball? Is that how that's gonna happen?
Yes.
We'll find
it's amazing to
some.
me
Actually,
how many
that's not a
times
bad
Freddie has
idea.
like clearly not wanted him to be there, not wanted the Grog to be there, but keeps letting it happen.
Because that's Freddy.
Because I keep finding ways
But
around
he gives
it.
us the idea, is what happens. But we have a Grog. But Ted Bunky's fine, right?
Ted
Oh,
Bunky
Bunky's,
is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
We
Ted
love
Just
Bunky's
him.
goes wherever
fine.
Ted goes. That's cool.
Oh, I know who
like-
just recently joined the party. Fucking Bullet. We finally got him,
Oh, that's right.
boys.
Yeah.
We finally got him. You know how fucking difficult it was. I literally, like, a week before, it wasn't a week before the show, but a week before the deadline where we had to decide on our characters.
Mhm.
And I was like a kid at the fucking toy store. I had Bullet in my hands. I had Bobby. I had 3 other characters, just like clutching them in my hands, going, I want all of these characters. I want to play them all. Because Bullet is fucking adorable. He's great.
He's so cute.
Awesome.
But if it wasn't for Bobby, we would be fucking lost. There would
Yeah,
be
Bob-
no direction whatsoever. Because
Bobby's
Bullet,
very much
Bullets
directional,
would
yeah.
not provide direction. He would be
Mhm.
he would be the biggest distraction in the group. Because he's so fucking sheltered and innocent. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Plus, Bobby's already hurting cats, basically. So adding Bullet to it was like,
Putting it in
okay.
its literal form. Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Herding cats.
No, but I like my little familiar. I like that everyone has their own little familiar pet now. I have 2 actually. I have Murdoch and Bullet as my. You know, actually, I would say at this point, I think Murdoch belongs more to fucking Accent at this point because they talked about jerking off. Once you do that, you just doesn't go back. You just don't go back to that shit.
My little brother is growing up.
That was still the most fucked.
His
moment of the
weird
campaign.
bird dick.
Even more than the Merc woman and everything that transpired afterwards. Just Accent, you ever jacked off? I'm like, what the fuck?
You ever killed a man?
Have you ever killed him after he says jacking off? Have you ever killed a man? As like
Have you ever
Murdoch.
jacked off that dead man you just
Nightmare.
killed?
No, but the worst part is clearly there's a connection to Mars. He saw something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. I thought we killed him. I thought we were done with that.
Nope.
But then again,
No way.
but then again, people say the same thing about Gunniffer, and Bobby knows a lot of shit about that she hasn't let on. So here we fucking go. Here comes the callback characters, everyone. We can't. We're too in love with our own previous characters. We can't move on from them.
Well, that's good. I guess I'll finally get to meet him then.
But yeah, I know of one guest on their way. It's gonna take a while because of a level cap, but that's gonna be exciting, and how it connects to the first campaign. But other than that, I don't know of any other guests that are on their way anytime because we're so full now. It's actually a little bit difficult to get a guest. But I've been talking to a lot of people. A lot of people we didn't have first campaign that I want to come back for this campaign. So I'm looking forward to. I don't know when we're gonna. I think once we're more leveled up, Freddie will be more comfortable with us doing that.
Maybe.
And we talked to a lot of people at Anime Dallas, a lot of voice actors from your favorite anime who are also quite interested in this show. So keep your eyes peeled, everyone, because there could be some really incredible guests on their way.
That would be dope.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Would be
Name
dope.
dropping without the
Freddie
actual
Hines.
names.
Dude,
Like Freddie
Special
Hines,
guest
you said?
Freddie Hines, professional voice actor.
Dude, soon, man. John wants him down there very soon.
Wow.
Because that's me and Vicky fucking talk to Freddie all the time about, hey, make sure you got all your money set and you got work. But the way I'm hearing it right now, Freddie might literally just walk down right into Funimation when he gets there. Like, that's what it looks like right now. If not there, definitely Sentai. Like, it's fucked.
Damn.
That motherfucker is walking right in. Even John himself told Freddie, I've never seen a case like Freddie before. Like, it's just, it's unheard of what Freddie's going to accomplish the minute he steps foot off that airplane and permanently moves there.
I mean, Freddie's got
kick-ass.
so much talent. It's good for him.
He has the talent. He has the personality. He deserves it.
Yeah.
That man has worked so fucking hard for this. And it's just like, and it's all just coming at him at once. He's a little bit overwhelmed by it.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
But who wouldn't be?
Right.
Yeah, but he's gonna do so fucking well. It's fucking crazy.
I know. I mean, I hope the move to Dallas goes well. Like, not in terms of work, but in terms of just, moving. Moving out and moving that far from home, that's gonna hit you.
Because that's what he wants. Because
Scary.
he wants to finally make it out on his own and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were talking with the people he's gonna room with and shit. And I'm like, that's gonna be a good people. That would be very good people for him to be around, too.
That's good.
Yeah, just solid dudes and
dudettes.
Good dudettes.
And like okay dudettes.
Hey. No, I'm kidding. They're all terrible. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Now everyone,
just solid people
the people
and good.
we meet in Dallas are fucking great. They're the realest motherfuckers.
Yeah, very down to earth.
Yeah.
Incredibly so.
Yeah. So voice acting, JoyQuest. Is there anything else about JoyQuest? Does anybody have theories? We should just fucking start. We should legitimately.
I genuinely don't know what's going on.
You generally don't know what's going. Like you just have.
No, we're going north. I forget. I don't know.
Okay, so we're going north. Because okay, so the moth beetles, the hive mind, these spiders appear to be under the same spell. Yeah. Because the girl, the shop that we went to, she said that the spiders are usually very well behaved, like they're usually friendly. So the fact that they're acting out, and the fact that the Merc woman told us that the cocoon, the chrysalis that's in control of everything, is north.
Okay.
There must be a chrysalis that's controlling all the insects in the world right now. That's somewhere in northern Beria. So that's what I think we're going to take care of.
Okay. JoyQuest exterminators. Got it.
Yep. We're just fighting bugs, man. It's fucking gross. I hate it.
Bugs.
It's honest work. Get you honest cash.
Yep. But any other theories? Anybody? Let's not ruin other people who's not here, because I could talk all day about what I think about Murdoch, but anybody have suspicions of each other's characters?
I think Ted's gonna die in an orgy.
I think Ted is going to actually die.
Really?
I think he's very well equipped, but there's going to come a point where things are going to go bad and he's the fucking meat shield.
I mean, could be.
Fall on his sword for his friends.
I think there's going to come a point where Ted is going to make a noble sacrifice for the group.
Yep.
Because I feel like
Charlie
and I think it'll be hilarious.
It's gonna be the greatest game. He's gonna hide in the afterlife. It's gonna be his greatest fucking.
You're gonna make don't.
me in purgatory.
I'm
'cause I
already
can't find a
sad thinking
soul.
about it.
Oh Jesus.
I don't know. I think I know a little bit about like when I was building the character. I think Freddie and I talked a little bit about the main boss and shit. I don't know. I think I'm gonna live forever.
You think you're gonna live forever?
Yeah, I think
Forever?
so. Yeah, just
Yeah.
cause.
How old does a Triton get?
It's older than humans. I think I want to say 300, but I don't know.
Man, fucking Triton. I didn't realize until I looked into it when you were designing that character beforehand.
Yeah.
Tritons, like I said, you kind of gimped yourself with the whole fishtail situation.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Tritons are literally Aquaman. Like they
know.
are straight up Aquaman. Like they're super fucking strong. They talk.
I can
to
control
fish.
like water soon. I think.
Yeah, you can control. No, not just water, mist, fog, anything.
I can do fog and mist now, and I can do wind.
Yeah.
Now. I think water's.
You can survive like heavy pressure. You can see in the dark.
Yeah.
You can just like you have like heat resistance and shit.
No,
because
it's a cool class. and I
Geothermal. It's
fucking-
it's a
I went
cool
bard
race.
with-
That's just the race, man.
Yeah. No. Originally, I wanted to do a different character, but then fucking I realized Val was also a bird. I wanted to do Squawk McGrock, the crime bird.
Yeah, I'm kind of
But
glad you did.
Yeah.
Fisher.
I went to yeah.
Birds
I know.
are
Can you
just
imagine
difficult.
two fucking birds in this party?
Birds
I know,
in
it'd be
general,
too
it's.
much.
I mean, one bird is already too much. If I'm being honest, birds are a fucking handful. The way
no,
the way that people role play them.
Yeah, but no. As for fucking theories, I don't really have anything concrete now. You guys got anything, Stina, Cody?
As far as suspicions of other characters?
Anything, I guess.
Or just anything about the world.
I'm disappointed we couldn't explore the Ghost Island, actually.
Well, I think he's gonna push us
It's-
there because clearly you
That's
have a
what I
connection to
want.
it. You clearly have you have connections in the north and the south of Beria, so
Yep.
we're gonna figure that out eventually. Yeah, I feel the fact that he's bringing it up, even though
I'm gonna overthrow God.
yeah,
Because, that's Skeeth
Elia
King lore.
Godfeather.
yeah,
Elia
fucking
Godfeather.
Skeeth King. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Trying to think.
for me, it's like there's a lot about Berians. Like there's a lot of history with the new Beria that it's not my place to state. It's more about Freddy to tell the world about that. But I feel like Axon's dad and the Billamuxes are. It hasn't been confirmed, but I really think they're fucking colluding against Beria right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's one thing I can definitely say. That's definitely been insinuated. You guys have not caught on that Beria. Everyone has always fucking hated Beria, and they're prospering right now, and that's making everyone even more fucking pissed.
Mhm.
And I feel like even though everyone's supposed to be peacefully under the same banner under Matriarch, I feel like Beria's about to get fucking kicked the fuck out. And as Bobby, I'm getting fucking scared because it's like I need to protect Beria because that's her home now.
Hey Fisher, you and your people want to help out? Help
I mean,
protect
we're not really talking right now. I'm kind of out of the water, but maybe
I don't know. That's one of my theories. I know about the underside a little bit from what we've been told. I know it's its own fucking world and nation and
Mhm.
everything. I don't know jack all about the sea. What is the sea doing right now?
Dude, I honestly
Right.
don't know that much either.
Because
Spent a
there's
lot
this
of
blank
time on the
space.
ocean.
I helped design the map, but there's this fucking big blank space in the top left. I'm assuming all the ocean shit, the whole ocean nationality, whatever's going on, is there. And I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
I mean, honest, I don't really know too much either. I'm sort of leaving that up to Freddie because I coming in here, I was just like, you do whatever you were planning on doing. I'm just gonna be a mermaid kind of thing. I don't think there's anything too substantial going on.
I don't think so
know.
either, but the fact that Fisher is becoming such a huge part, I feel like Freddy's gonna start adding, and the sea is gonna become a relevant part of this.
I mean,
world.
maybe if we go there, that'll give me a lot to play off of. So I don't know.
I'm excited. I can't wait
to.
to fucking go. I have no doubts that we will end up under the sea at some point. It's
Probably.
definitely
Yeah.
feasible to do.
It'll be like early Black Clover when there's just a gigantic bubble underneath.
Shut the
gigantic
fuck
dome.
up. We're
Oh,
not talking about
yeah.
Black Clover. Fucking Axon's character is literally based off fucking Black Clover. When he had me
Yeah.
design the character, it was, hey, can you have that fucking poncho or what's it called?
That robe.
It's a robe, or I think it's a
Yeah.
very specific name. I don't forget. I don't know
Yeah, it
why I
has a
can't think of it.
specific name, but it could, they just call it
It's
a
like
robe.
it's based on Black Clover. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
Well, I just liked
don't
that.
Don't bring Black Clover in this. Yo, but to be real, Black Clover's openings are fucking like they're the best openings in all of anime. It's nuts. They're
I've
so
literally never
fucking
heard of Black
good.
Clover.
Black Clover, it's the most shonen anime to ever shonen. It's so basic,
Yeah.
it fucking hurts. The character solution to everything is screaming. It's not good.
Yeah,
It's
that is
not
shonen
good.
for you.
The manga is very well paced, but the character dialogue is so basic it's painful. But the anime is very well produced. The openings are all fucking bangers. My favorite is Just Add Ice. I love that one so fucking much. And I Guess Who's Back is also pretty fucking great. But yeah, Black Clover. Fuck that show.
Says the shonen junkie.
Exactly. That's how bad it is that the shonen junkie doesn't even fucking like it.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But at least I
pretty...
can address its merits. Because I'm a shonen junkie, I can address its merits.
Right.
So I think this is a great time to step into the world of anime. Holy shit, there's a lot of good anime out right now this season. There's fucking I'm delaying. Dr. Stone has 3 episodes left. I'm dreading it.
Like
I want Dr. Stone to go on forever.
Is it ending?
It's not ending, but its season's gonna be over.
Oh, okay.
When did Promise Neverland start? That was in the fall, right?
I had 13 episodes. It's coming back next year.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Promise Neverland and Dr. Stone are companion pieces to each other. They came out around the same time. They both displayed like a new era for Shonen Jump. And like you can't really talk about one without talking about the other. And I'm so glad both came out this year. Promise Neverland, the appeal goes even beyond anime fans. I have people at my work at the hospital who watch that.
Oh
yeah,
no shit!
And they fucking love it.
It's pretty awesome, man. Like I've been following following the manga as soon as it started getting published.
I refuse to read the manga because I want to be utterly fucking surprised by the.
You will be, Ivan. I will tell you that for free.
I read 1 chapter before the anime was even announced. I went, "This is definitely getting an anime. I'm gonna fucking stop right here." No, same with except for Dr. Stone. I couldn't put it down. Dr. Stone, I put it down, and I just prayed that anime was coming soon, so I could watch it instead of reading it. But no, I had to read the whole fucking thing.
And those are 2 great examples of manga that will get an anime adaptation, just because of how hard and how fast it hits you.
Yeah.
When Dr. Stone didn't pull any punches from chapter 1, episode 1 too, but it just didn't pull any punches. And I think Promise Neverland in its own way did something similar. And it just it hit so hard and so fast. And you're just like, all right, it made the stakes apparent very, very quickly.
Yep. I bet say Yusuf, when we were eating at the Korean barbecue on the last night, Yusuf just turned to me and goes, you and Bridget, why is Dr. Stone so fucking great? Because he meant it genuinely, because even he was enjoying it. He's like, I don't know why I'm enjoying this. Why is it so fucking great? Because it's like, I mean, subversive is a word that gets thrown around a little too much. But Dr. Stone is one of the most subversive fucking shonens. People talk about how fucking groundbreaking My Hero Academia is, but it's not. My Hero doesn't reinvent the wheel. It just celebrates it in a fun way, in a new way. But it's really not different. It's the same shit, just different flavor. Dr. Stone reinvents the wheel. It really changes the way you address shonen tropes. I mean, power-ups are replaced by scientific discoveries, and as overblown as power-ups and escalation happen in shonen, the escalation in the technology is very apparent. It's very fun to watch a bunch of kids go from making fucking alcohol to building a boat and starting an oil-based economy and shit. It's really fucking fun because it goes beyond scientific. At the current point that we are in the manga, it's more than just science now. It's sociological. It's anthropological. They're doing other things on a cultural level now, and it's really fucking fun. It's not just about science anymore. It's just about society as a whole, about advancing things and bring it back to modern ways. I really like it, and I apologize that I'm such a shithead about it in the abridged. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but we take a very dark approach to how they revitalize society. They do it the worst ways. Whereas what I like about the manga here is that people have a lot of dark takes on humanity, and Dr. Stone, once again, it subverts its own subversion, because Senku is initially introduced as more of an anti-hero. He's not your typical shonen protagonist. That's Taiju, as he's initially introduced. That's why I think the manga is in many ways better than the anime, despite how well produced the anime is. is that the manga does a great job of initially stringing you along and making you believe that Taiju is the main character and Senku might be the villain. But even despite that, even though Senku is definitely an anti-hero, he's still one of the most... He's more positive than even the most goody two-shoes shonen protag you've ever seen. But it's fucking great. So that whole fucking material is fucking amazing. I'm happy to fucking have it.
Yeah. He's very human compared to...
Yes, he's the most human.
many.
He's the greatest underdog ever. Despite how fucking smart he is, he has a lot of weaknesses that are fucking great. But you know what's better than fucking Dr. Stone? Might be one of the best things in like in a decade? Is fucking Vinland Saga. Stina's too busy playing Pokemon when she should be fucking watching Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga.
We started that together, and holy shit, I want to fucking finish it together. It's so fucking good.
It's so good.
Oh my god! Did you stop? How many episodes in? Did you stop when we stopped, or?
I stopped when we stopped.
Oh my god, Stina, it gets so much better. It gets so much fucking better.
Oh, but what I will say about it is, it definitely like you're invested from like episode 1. You know, like. I feel like
the pacing is so fucking slow, but you are so hypnotized by it.
Right.
You hang on every fucking millisecond of that fucking show.
Yep.
Nothing can happen in an episode, but the dialogue and the tone is just so engrossing that you're just into it, man. Oh my god.
Now remind me, what kind
so
of
good.
What kind of piece is it? Is like
it's like a historical shonen kind of
piece. Yep. It's,
yeah.
I wouldn't call it shonen. It's CNN, I think, or whatever the older
Seinen?
version.
Oh yeah, seinen.
Say whatever's older than shonen, because this isn't power ups and shit.
It is a little more mature.
This is a lot more mature.
I remember you, Ivan. I remember you like comparing it in a certain way to 97 Berserk.
Yes,
like
it's the best thing since Berserk. It feels like that. It's dark. It is a dark fantasy, but whereas Berserk really embraces the fantasy, Vinland Saga has a slight illusion of fantasy. Like as Stina remembers, not no spoilers, the Berserker mushroom, like that shit was really cool because it grounds the folklore and the fantasy of Norse is what it does.
I love it.
There's
I love it so much.
There's a lot of allusions to Thor and Loki, and as I'll say, no spoilers, Stina, but it's not just Norse shit. Like they start dealing with King Arthur shit, which is really fucking cool.
Oh man!
But in a very grounded way. That being said, there are people slicing each other in half with fucking daggers, but that's more of a testament to anime than folklore and shit.
Right.
And but my favorite character, you have not met him yet, Stina, is Thorkel. This fucking giant man-child who defected to the British. He's a Norse guy, defects to the British, and he's just like super fucking powerful. He'll throw a fucking spear a mile away and impale like 5 people like a fucking kebab. And he's so fucking adorable. And he's your favorite fucking character in the entire fucking thing. I cannot wait for you to see that. That's why we need to watch it. Yes. I want to fucking dub this fucking show. That's what we talked about Anime Dallas. Freddie's like, I want fucking Cody to play fucking Thorfinn. I was like, I think Kim would be a Thorfinn. Fucking, I don't know, man. But there's so many characters in this, Cody. Like anyone could be somebody in this. If by some miracle Amazon Prime handed this to us, I would dub the shit out of this.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Oh my God.
Who the fuck knows, man? In this fucking climate, who the fuck knows? There are studios springing up overnight in Dallas right now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in fucking dubbing, but we got friends who dub. And
that's my background.
I mean, the cash is right.
We've got studios who dub and like us, and who knows, you might see us if they start picking up anime. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Pippin sighting on camera. Yeah. You can't see it at home, but Pippin is in the background. He's sitting. I don't like that. He's being too well behaved. He's up to something. That's not Pippin. What the fuck are you up to?
Well, right now he's licking his balls. So
devious.
Instant demonetize.
That's
the
how he knows he's on camera.
Madman.
Well, joke's on you. This is an audio podcast, Pippin. So we'll have to give people the fucking verbal play-by-play of this ball licking. But anyways,
he looks shamed now. It's fine.
But yeah, Vinland Saga, Dr. Stone has been my de facto.
My Hero's going strong. I was correct in my assessment that, man, they don't have much to work with in terms of the 8 Precepts arc. That shit's gonna wrap up in probably this month. So, wow.
Oh, the latest My Hero arc?
Yeah, the 8 Precepts. They did a filler arc. They fucked around and they turned the pacing of the setup, but the actual fucking raid at the 8 Precepts bunker is not going to be any longer than 4 or 5 episodes, I guarantee. If even that. They're just like,
it does feel like kind of what they're doing right now is all sort of setting up to the next sort of big.
They care more, and I don't blame them. They care more about this movie. They care more about Hawks and Endeavor, which I don't think we're getting this season. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I would be absolutely elated if we got the Endeavor and the Hawks arc this season. But the movie, Hawks is this character. He'll be introduced in the movie coming out later this month.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll definitely he's been alluded to already this season. And he will for sure be a main player by next season. But a lot of us think that maybe we'll see his first arc this season in the second core. And if so, I'm so excited. That being said, the school festival arc that happens after the 8 Precepts is also a really fun arc. I think that's where we're going to end this season, because I think that's the emotional footnote for a character's development that I don't want to spoil. But I feel like this season's moving so fast, they might give us Endeavor and the Hawks. And if that's the case, I will tell our abridging fans, that's the furthest my scope goes for the abridged at the moment, for alternative. I have no plans after Endeavor and the Hawks in terms of straight up My Hero alternative. Things will come to me. There will probably be more in the future, but if I have to end this all, that's the end. That's the ending I'm eyeing currently. Is that. And the manga's going strong too for My Hero. But any sight of an end game, I'm seeing something. I'm not sure if it's the end game or if it's just the end game of just another ongoing arc in the never-ending adventures of Horikoshi Kohei's midlife crisis. Because this is the first anime, so the first manga he's ever gotten picked up, and he'll never have the same success again. And I absolutely
No.
I feel for the man.
This is pinnacle.
It must be so fucking stressful for something that clearly was supposed to end after the All for One arc. But yeah, he's doing the very best he can. I have to appreciate that. I'm trying to think of any other like amazing anime. Is there any great anime you guys are watching right now?
Can I go off topic for a second and just ask, like, because I don't know, but I'm assuming you do. Whatever happened to One Punch Man? Like, what fucking...
One Punch Man? Here's what happened to One Punch Man. It's not what happened to it. It's that it was always average. It was never great. The director of the first season of One Punch Man anime is a fucking legend. He is incredible. I don't want to say his name out loud because I'm going to fuck it up, but you can look it up on Anime List. We have the internet, kids. One Punch Man season 1 is incredible. But One Punch Man, the manga, even the guy who made it, will tell you that it was just a joke. He never took it seriously. It's okay. Mob Psycho 100, which came out this year, is the perfect manga and the perfect anime. It is incredible. It is far superior to One Punch Man. And that's what people should be watching. It just wrapped up another brilliant season. An experimental one at that. But One Punch Man was always average, and they put it in the hands of a slightly below average studio. And so obviously it didn't work out very well. And that's just
I don't know. I mean, I like the concept. I like the idea of having a hero who's too powerful. Like,
yeah, it's a brilliant concept.
I've seen before, but I mean, there's also built-in limitations, of course, of that, where it's like, well, what do we do with that?
Well, what the manga does is that it stops focusing on Saitama and the other characters become the focus. Which is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm running into with Connie Quest. There's a Saitama equivalent in Connie Quest. What do? You don't fucking address the fucker. Because he's too fucking strong.
Yeah, but that sounds like a cop-out. I mean, it's difficult to find ways to deal with that, but you need to if that's your...
Yeah, but there's a fun way. And One Punch Man exhausted that.
Yeah.
With he's depressed that he's too strong. And in Connie Quest, it becomes a matter of... In the kind of world that Connie Quest is, this becomes a guy we're afraid... Like I said, this guy is the most powerful thing in the fucking universe, but he's an absolute fucking sweetheart. But it doesn't matter how fucking nice you are, people are fucking afraid of you.
Yeah.
And that causes the fucking conflict.
people cannot trust your fucking abilities. And so that's how I deal with it in Connie Quest. It's the fact that this guy is unfortunately the biggest fucking threat, and he's not even doing anything. He just exists. And that causes a lot of the fucking conflicts in the story. It's like, and these could stop if people could just calm the fuck down. But yeah, other anime.
I don't really keep up seasonally anymore, personally.
There's
it's just
so
overwhelming.
Much. Yeah, there's so much.
I tried. There was once upon a time, like when we were doing Anime Jock with Kim, I tried to, but now I've given up. I just like, if it's good, I watch it. I watch the good shit seasonally, and then with the free time, if I can, I try to pick up some of the old shit. But that's been hard.
I still think you should watch Full Moon because it's an excellent introduction to shoujo.
Ew, no, I'm kidding. I'll watch it eventually.
Do it. It's so good. I promise.
I'll get to it.
It's not like magical girl shoujo. Like it's not a bunch of cute girls fighting crime in skirts. It's something totally different.
Yeah,
and that's why
I'm shonen trash. Stina's shoujo trash. Like
it's true.
It's
We're
ridiculous.
like opposite. I like shonen, but shoujo is definitely the camp I grew up in, for sure.
I mean, you can go fucking figure. We're the generation that grew up with Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. That divide is so fucking clear. It was predefined to us by a media
That's how we
conglomerate.
learned our gender roles.
That's how we learned what our Dixon Willies did. Which was magic wands for transformation and shit.
Obviously.
It's everything's a fucking sexual innuendo, let's be honest, in anime.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Or as Prescott says, the gooey innards.
It happens.
No.
Don't ever
gooey
say
innards.
Everything's just one big masturbation egg, and you have to come to terms with that. That's life. That's life.
But yeah, I think that kind of brings things full circle. Unless there's any last minute things people want to fucking bring up. Otherwise, I think we've got a pretty serviceable podcast here to shoot up with no sponsor, by the way. So that sucks. Normally, we only bring JoyCast back with sponsors, but
I was going to say sponsored by the masturbation egg.
Sponsored by the masturbation egg. Sponsored by hentai. We're sponsored by hentai this year, you guys.
The abstract concept of hentai.
Yep.
Sponsored by Faku.
Sponsored by that.
This is going to go up, and all the people we had at the JoyQuest panel are going to be super disappointed.
Super scared, disgusted, alarmed, maybe a little bit aroused.
Maybe.
That's the full JoyRide experience. But I will just say right now on the podcast, on this podcast, keep your ears open to Assuming Positions. It's a podcast that can be found on iTunes and Spotify, among other places. Freddie and I appeared on there for an interview where we talked about our origins into the world of anime and entertainment and Dungeons & Dragons. It's a good, I think, 20 to 40 minute discussion, and it was a lot of fun. And otherwise, then maybe a little bit later than that, I've got her name right here, Elise Bowman, the voice of Pan in Dragon Ball GT. She has a show on YouTube called Anime Adventures, where she interviews people in the anime VO camp, and she interviewed us for I think about a 5 to 10 minute segment where we just kind of just hashed it out. It was a lot of freaking fun. But yeah, so keep your eyes out for that because we like to support the people that give us the spotlight. So I beg you guys, even before it starts, check that shit out. It's pretty fucking fun. But when our episode comes, I want you guys to freaking double watch it, man.
Mob it
because I want to be invited back. I want people to know that JoyRide brings the fucking fun, dude. But yeah, again, thank you guys for joining me to just shoot the shit in recording form.
Totally. Anytime,
no problem,
man.
dude.
Because we just don't get the fucking talk. I
True.
mean, and we're still not really talking. We're on fucking camera. But it's more than we ever fucking get, man. It's more than we ever get. We're so fucking busy, but incredible year. Here's to a fucking another one, man.
Hell yeah.
That was a huge year for you.
Buy your JoyRide merch now.
Yeah, for
I
Christmas.
did. I got myself a
I
shirt.
think I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, it's a nice design.
But guys, plug some stuff. What do you guys want to plug?
Have I really consumed you all into JoyRide? Do you have nothing that's not an extension of me now? I'm so sorry.
Not at the particular moment.
Follow your Ottawa Red Blacks on Twitter. They're a local sports team.
Shut up.
Follow the Ottawa Blackjacks, which is not a joke because that's the new basketball team. Everything rhymes in Ottawa.
Everything's black in Ottawa, apparently. Red or black.
No, that's every sports team, yeah.
I got
black,
something for
both.
Stina. Guys, Clannad 2 will be arriving within the week or so on our Patreon. At the time you're listening to this, maybe it's already up. You should definitely go freaking watch it, because it's fucking great.
Holy shit, yes, please watch it.
Please watch and support it, because Stina works so fucking hard on that. That's completely done by Stina, by the way, you guys. She writes and directs that. She puts the layout, and then I have to fix the layout, but otherwise, then it goes into Rel's and Dozier's hands, and it's a great little thing we got going on. It's been a lot of new learning experiences for everyone, and it's
I'm
just
excited to
fucking
move
great.
forward with it finally.
I really enjoy it. Otherwise, Prescott, I mean, I know you guys are going to be wrapping up Death Note soon enough.
God, eventually. When Charlie gets back from Dallas, we're going to finish that up.
Yeah. But
So-
publicly, we can't
Sweet.
speak about the other parody you're doing now. Only our patrons are aware that Charlie and Prescott are working on a parody for Joy Entertainment. And it has been
Go
announced
to my
there.
YouTube channel and watch my fucking cartwheel videos some more.
Yeah, watch
Mm.
that, man. That's fucking great.
I already
Come on,
watched
size
it,
that.
Prescott. God.
Do it again.
But yeah, but they're
all I have.
let's
Fine.
promote the Patreon for a little bit. There's a lot you can find on the Patreon right now. We have a 20-minute recording footage. We have video footage of us recording for My Hero Alternative at Starman Studios in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, that's up already, yeah.
Which is fucking great. 20 minutes of that. Ivan Man 64 does a superhuman impression at the end of it. That's fucking great. We have a highlight reel of a JoyRide Fast Forward. Normally we do a rewind for the entire abridged community, but we just didn't have time this year because which is a good thing. It means that the abridged community is making so much stuff right now. So fucking round of applause for the abridged community. Check out everything the abridged community is doing right now, because so much stuff is coming out from people you don't see anymore, and that's really cool to see. And
I'm
then,
making a thing too.
but yeah, so we're doing you'll plug that. You'll have your turn, Cody.
I'll get my turn. Yeah.
And then also on the Patreon, there's that fast forward. Clannad's about to be on there. We have those previews. We did a brief teaser of a fucking live action film that we have the distribution rights to. That's coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
Disney dope.
Man.
Is that a thing people say?
No.
Dope. I get.
Okay.
I mean, you just said it, so you're people.
What did you say?
I said Disney dope.
And
Alrighty,
as
bud.
soon as I can fucking get
I'm trying to
to
make
it,
my mark, Stina.
you guys should
Okay.
you guys will probably be
fine.
seeing
Fair enough.
some My Hero Alternative on there very soon. Just the prologue, but you'll get your first taste, which is important.
Sick.
But yeah, there's a lot to find on our Patreon right now. And there's a secret little special limited time offer that's about to go up in the next coming days. So be on the lookout for that, because it's gonna be very limited amounts and it's a very cool thing.
Yeah.
Cody, what would you like to plug?
Oh, well, I'm making a couple of JoJo things.
Yes,
One,
we've seen 'em.
Oh.
a couple of an abridged parody of JoJo, Diamond is Unbreakable. Producing that for Slap Happy Chaps channel. I'm also doing the JoJo, what is it? JoJo's Odd Job, which is just the animated series that I'm making in conjunction with Tony Ray VA, also known as Demon Grocery Store. It's pretty cool. I have a lot of fun writing and making that. So episode 1 is already up on my channel, Legend Dubs, and episode 2 is almost finished recording. That's pretty, and that'll be up soonish.
You showed us these at Anime Dallas, and they are quite enjoyable. I like that you're getting your feet wet here and the abridging a little bit, because the
Totally.
community always appreciates more new voices, especially ones that I've not gotten my filthy fucking fingerprints over. Because you do that for your people, you don't do that for us, and that makes me happy. Because it's not just us. There's other channels that we definitely really overextend and network our influence, and I'm glad that there's new people springing up to help really diversify things. They're not here, but we should also promote Morning Ramen.
Yeah.
They were
Absolutely.
absolute joy to be around at Anime Dallas. And they have a new Naruto coming out very soon. And on Christmas, they announced at Anime Dallas they have a Demon Slayer parody.
Yes, it's something else.
It is
It
quite
is the
enjoyable.
best thing they have ever produced.
Yes.
My favorite thing they ever produced was Castlemania, and this fucking destroys it. I'm so it's so different from what they usually do. They really stepped out of their comfort zones on this one, and it really pays off. So look forward to that. Morning Ramen. It's going to be called Kimetsu no Christmas, and we'll say no more than that. We'll leave you with that little teaser. It is
Very good. Very good.
incredible. But yeah, so if y'all don't hear from us, you'll see us on JoyQuest, of course. But in podcast form, you probably won't see any more until maybe January and February. So have a fucking great holiday, everybody. And thank you for making this a great fucking year. That's why I did this JoyCast, is so you guys could kind of get a little bit of an inside look. Because we don't really talk much on JoyQuest or even the Koi streams or Joy Fighters. We tend to use this as an excuse to shit talk each other, and we don't really talk about what's going on. And a lot has happened, and it's thanks to you, the audience, that a lot of great things have happened, and we're so thankful. And that's why we're doing these JoyCasts. We said that we would never do another JoyCast unless we had a sponsor. But this time around, it's you guys. You guys are the sponsor. You guys are making more of this stuff possible. And we're looking forward to more support from the future and do more and bigger things. I can't fucking wait. So yeah, we'll finally let you guys off. Have a fucking great day, holiday, fucking new 2020. We'll see you around. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.